Hello everyone, hopefully you're having a great day today. Merciless Vaughn here, back with another Bleach Brave Souls video, and in this one I want to go over the Bleach Brave Souls 10th anniversary photo print round 2 summons ticket. I just want to talk about some of the characters that are in here, see which one is the best character to pick that you can use for your ticket. So hopefully you'll enjoy. If you do, leave a like. If you're new to the channel, you have been here for a while, please consider subscribing and also help me get to 500 subscribers. I'm really close. Now with all that said, let's go ahead and get started. So, the start for the round 2 started for the 2nd of April, and it's already been about a little over a week now, so if you logged in every day since then, you should have your choose a 6-star character ticket here. Yep, see? Well, I guess it started the 1st, and then log in for 7 days, and then you get to choose a ticket. And so, as you can see here, here is the character pool for that ticket. Most of the characters in here, I'm just going to outright say, are not really good. I guess the first 5 units are really the characters you really want to look at, mainly them being the first 3. So we can go ahead and come in here and take a look at them. Yeah, as you can see, I pretty much have almost all of these characters. Since this Notorious, first we can go ahead and look at him here. He's a Heart Quincy Killer unit with a Soul Trade of Super Mind, Least Life Potions +5. Not a bad soul trade. Put that on any mind unit and you can just pretty much farm super pots if needed. He's a melee unit with last rate on all of his attacks, innate skills, Sprinter, Guard Break, Havoc. The rest of his skills, Berserker 40%, reduce strong attack cooldown 12%, complete status immunity, increase super mind, least life potions +10. So he has 5 as a soul trade, then he has 5 in his skills, which is why this is 10 right here. And regular mind slot potions +5. Frenzy +2, Defibrillator +2 seconds, increased status element chance against mind attribute enemies, damage to last rated enemies 60%, any status element spiritual pressure boost. Overall, not a bad unit. He's going to be great for farming in co-op IT if you need those super pots, so he's going to be really good for that. And we can come to the next character here, that being this Orihime. Technique unit with the Soul Reaper Killer, soul trade damage taken -21% here. She's a ranged unit with no status elements on her attacks, but her SA2 is a boost. Innate skill, Sprinter, Long Stride, and she has a 50% chance to dodge Soul Reaper damage. Bruiser is 60%, she's immune to the Paralysis status element. Looks like she's a Guild Quest unit when she gets Flurry +2 in Guild Quest. The increased damage in Guild Quest skills. Increased technique attribute character normal attack damage 20%, enhancer poise sharpshooter booster, and the increased killer effect 30%, is going to be 50 in Guild Quest. So this is really just a range nat unit that you can use for the range week in Soul Reaper Guild Quest if you need one of those. But I think Guild Quest units get kind of power crap really fast since they're releasing them pretty much all the time for mid-month and end of month. So this may be a unit that you can use, but I'm pretty sure there's better ones to use besides her. And up next we have this old Kira here. Let's see. He is a power unit with the Quincy Killer. He has 2 soul traits, strong attack recharge time -12%, and strong attack damage +20%. He's a ranged unit with weakening on all of his attacks. He has a I believe this is the 2-stage SA3, kind of like how the who is it? The 2024 version of the 1000-Year Blood War Ichigo has. I think he has the same strong attack as this old Kira. He has an enemies defeated gimmick. You can see the bonuses that he gets for defeating 20 and 40 enemies. Innate skill, Sprinter, Stamina recovery, poise. The rest of his skills, Berserker, is pretty low at 20%. Devastation is 60%. He is immune to the weakening status element. He has Havoc 20%. He has Frenzy +2, Defibrillator +5 seconds. Increased status element chance against Quincy's. Damage to weakened enemies 40%. Weakened defense, Long Stride, Sharpshooter, any status element spiritual pressure boost. So overall, not a pretty bad unit, I do say so. Unit with 2 soul traces is pretty good in my opinion. Then we have some of the older units here. This Cacao Society old Kira. He's a mind spotted killer unit, soul trade normal attack damage +20%. He's one of the first few characters in the game that had the attack element what is it called? The status helmet attack boost 80%, and I believe he's one of how many? I think there's maybe 2 or 3 units in the game that have this status element attack boost 80%. It's him, the 7th anniversary 1000 year blood war eyes, and then I think there might be only 2, but if there is a third one, I can't remember who it is. Maybe it's the Safui Joshiro. No, I don't think the Safui Joshiro has it. But anyways, yeah. Ranged unit, drain on all of his attacks and debuff on the soul bomb. He's immune to the weakness status element, sprinter, damage to drain enemies 20%. Bruiser 40%, Berserker 30%, flurries at +1. Increased range damage, and it's going to be higher in Guild Quest. Poise, guard break, increased killer effect, going to be higher in Guild Quest, and like I mentioned, the status element attack boost. So yeah, this is definitely he's pretty old, and flurry +1 is just not good nowadays, and without the increased status element chance against, I guess you could say, even ranker enemies, or just even against hard attribute enemies, it's all too often you don't proc that status element attack boost, since his flurry is only at +1, unfortunately. And since he's a nat unit, his strong attacks aren't really going to be doing much, so it's just going to be hard to proc that as well. But just definitely a rare character, since there's literally like 2 or 3 units that have the status element attack boost. And then up next we have the Cacao Society Grimjo here, a technique unit with the R ranker killer. Soul Trade strong attack, recharge time -12%. He's a melee unit with weakening on all of his attacks. His SA3 is a charged one. He's immune to weakened status helmet, guard break, damage to weaken enemies 20%. The rest of his skills, he doesn't have a berserker, unfortunately. Bruiser doesn't really need it, 20%. Devastation 40%. Let's see here. He has the increased potion skills, 5 and 5 for the super and regular potions. Havoc 20%, Frenzy +2, Defibrillator +5 seconds. Increased status element chance against attribute, ranker damage to status element affected enemies 20%, and Sprinter. Overall, yeah, but him being a super pot skill unit and having Frenzy +2, I think is just still pretty good. Though him not having a berserker really hurts him quite a bit. I mean, that's pretty much it for the most notable characters. I mean, everybody else in here is just pretty much old resurrected units that you can pretty much get if you just want the orbs. But for me personally, I think you can't go wrong with the old Kira or this Notoria. Both are really good. Me personally, I'm just gonna go ahead and pick this old Kira. Yeah, this was one of the, I think one of the Future Sighted Banner came out for the April end of month of, oh, when was that actually? I don't even remember when that was. So there we go, I now have the old Kira. Now do be mindful, since these are 6-star characters that you are summoning for, you're only going to get the 75 orbs for leveling them up. You're not going to get the extra 50 orbs that you will get them for leveling up them at 5 stars and 100. So if I actually just go ahead and come in here and power up the old Kira very quickly, you can see that I'll get the 75 orbs, but I won't get the 50. If I wanted to get the 50, what am I doing? If I wanted to get the 50 orbs, I would have to pull the 5-star version of him, get him maxed out. So come in here and power him up. Just max everything out here. I don't think I have enough. Nope, I don't. Hold on a second. Alright, so there, I farmed a couple extra 4-star characters just so I can go ahead and power him up here. There, 75 orbs. Yeah. So if I want to get the 50, yeah, like I mentioned, I have to get the 5-star version of this unit and just level that up to the max level. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, at the end of the day, if any of those characters are your favorite from the Bleach series and you would like to have them, by all means go ahead and pick whoever you want to pick. I just personally like this old Kira. He's one of my favorite Espadas, and I just decided to pick him, so that's pretty much what I did. But anyways, yeah, that's going to be it for this one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and as usual, until next time.